completions follow.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Headed out right. He can run it. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
At their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
2nd down pass play coming. Called in left side. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to cost them back. They make it 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
19 right. Buffalo 18.
He's dropping back to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Brought in inside the 20. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game.
Falcons 24.
Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Now an inside give to Walker. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
Bronco 80.
To the air on 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
3.
he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first
A
down.
gain of 12.
Go, Reed.
First
Go.
down, Atlanta.
Let's go.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Commanders make the recovery.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Intended for
Looking for his wide receiver there.
Incomplete.
So that brings up 2nd
Billy
down.
Coleman on the coverage.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now.
Offense to the line fast.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Looking quickly here.
First down.
The Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
To number 80.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. On him quick, and they bring it down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Zach sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12. Trying to throw this from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. Kind of a good thing they got the football where they did coming off that fumble recovery. It's disappointing as an offense when you can't move the ball. At least your kicker can pick you up.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 Buffalo 18.
He'll work against the blitz. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Mimic the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
19 sharp. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneers. Ready.
Again to throw on 2nd. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And he gets this down near the 30.
49-yard
I can guarantee you that's going to be until the Treat Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
He's going to throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing it again here. He loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. They find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it. And they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. Good pickup, but he's denied that first down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Looking to throw on third and one. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Commanders who hold the lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry this through the end. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. To the ground with Walker. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
The thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Design bootleg here. Buying some time right. Connects on the crosser. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Working on first down. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They did it! He made the interception! That is Caleb Ransom. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Takes the second down snap. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it deep downfield. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons come through to tie it in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Commanders 30.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the... Ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Gain 15 there. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Looking in the air here. Has it downfield, working the left. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Down. Viking 18.
From the red zone on 1st. Throws caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go.
Stephanie! Bronco 80!
Sticking to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this, a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Ready! Ready!
This could decide things. It's intercepted. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Peyton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 by 19 Lions. Ready, ready?
Back to the air following that pick 6. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Cougar 19. Go.
Now looking to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
And 5 at the 19-yard line.
Viking 18. Dragon 60. Let go.
Here he is to throw. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut it to just 2 late in the game. They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie it.
Come on.
Washington will line up with a 2-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. Woo, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie for now at least. It looks like they have saved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those two critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the two-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. He's going to bring this down to their 35. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Hey, check that, streak.
Going to the ground again on first. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
The victorious 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw it. Connecting on the slant. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So final moments of regulation. They'll line up for a potential game winner. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. The kick is good. He got it! And they've taken back the lead. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we sign off from D.C.